Let's go, everybody! Haven, the map in the 5th round of the tournament here. Clutch battles powered by Lair.gg. Make sure to check them out, and we are going straight into our game between the French Frogs and Team Turkey. And this should be a bit of a highlight. Yesterday, we already saw Team Turkey absolutely demolish their opponents, and today we have another chance to see if they make it through this and take the French Frogs down. One thing that we should definitely highlight here also is that there were some discussions before the game started, this is the best of one by the way, about which team would host, which server this is going to be played on, and there was a coin flip and it is hosted by the French team. So the French team hosting the game. Apparently the two teams faced off against each other already once in the past, where Team Turkey was hosting, so there apparently were a couple of problems, and therefore the coin flip. But yeah, let's check this out. We've got the first round in, so of course Pistols already in action. Cypher for the French team is holding C here on Haven, as we are seeing them moving in. First kill comes in against Reyna actually, but everybody is just jumping onto the spot here. They're trying to get the kill against Cypher. He instead is able to get one. Aura is down now too. We got Uzi making it slowly towards C, and well, that's the opportunity to of course retake, because now it's a 2 versus 2 situation. A spike is already planted. It's a job well done from the attackers, as Team Turkey is starting to get some extra credits. Uzi on the other hand, moving in. Oh, headshot instantly! Nicely done! Great reaction by him on the right side. That's exactly where we have another one. The shot connects. And this could be the last one. We have only one standing. There's the boom board, but Turco takes the kills, goes for the double, locks it in, and that's a round win for Team Turkey as they take the lead over here. Nicely done and well played. Good job by Team Turkey. French Frogs initially looking quite strong there, especially as we saw Uzi coming in with a quick kill against Cypher thanks to that headshot. And now, for the defenders, we actually see a weapon buy. That's something that we've seen yesterday already. They did the same thing on this map, and it always was a little bit weird, because you normally don't see that. Most of the teams will opt for an eco round if they lose the first one, but we have light armor, we got some stingers, we got some specters as well, so they're still trying to make some plays here. And as we see the attack towards C again, so they're going to try and run over that. In terms of team compositions, by the way, we got a Cypher on each side. We have only one Brimstone, though. So apparently the smokes of Omen and Jet are going to be used from Team Turkey to provide themselves a little bit of cover and vision. And interestingly enough, that's probably something that we should highlight even more so. The French Frogs are playing this without a Sage in this game, which is actually kind of incredible, because to most teams that you talk about, you will quickly hear that Sage is still mandatory even after the big changes. David sitting here at the side, he could even get a quick kill, has only a Sheriff. I like the little dongle that he has there, the cheese, absolutely perfect. Now on the other hand, he might fall victim to that push, but the first thing is happening over on C, as we have Raxus slowly pushing in. They also hold the spike, they're still sitting two to their right, moving in with everything they got. There comes the eye and the kill, Raxus takes out Kinsta. Meters in the meantime annihilating Phoenix, and now of course the recapture attempt on the side of the French team, but they're losing pretty much everybody right now. The last man standing is Uzi over here. He can get at least one kill, but down to 25 HP, and Rip takes the opportunity to lock a second point in for Team Turkey. But yeah, it's actually pretty impressive to see the lineup here. So no Sage for the French team. Instead, they're going for Brimstone for the smokes. They have a couple of entry fraggers, of course, here as well. We have Reyna on both sides. She can gain a lot of momentum and play it correctly, coming in and just capitalizing on her Q and her E after a kill. The Cypher players will try and provide the vision. We don't see a Sova in this game now. But the Jet is going to be an interesting part. I mean, we have Jet and Omen for the Turkish team, so quite aggressive here. Now, of course, there's not really a lot of economy going for the French team now, so they got to be super careful with this. Attacks are already coming in, as we see Raxus moving in for the kill against Turco. Mites takes Uzi down in the meantime. That was at least one counter kill. I think what I just said was a Turkish player killing another Turkish player. That didn't quite happen. But good kills here from Raxus. Once again, nicely done, and they win another round. So yeah, let's take another quick look at this. We just saw there. So they moved in. Raxus at this point got another one up there. They get the first one. They lock in the second kill. And that wins them the round. So easy victory for them. Nicely done. But of course, now with a lead of 3-0 in this first half, we have them still fully equipped with Vandals over here. Whereas on the other side, Uzi has actually gone straight into the operator, so he can try and do a bit of an op shot over on a long, which is actually what we might see. So there's a little bit of a smoke! And the ult from Mites as he comes in and takes the kill. There's nobody really sitting on A any longer, so that's a little bit of a problem right now. Now they're playing this incredibly slow. Raze has rotated in. 2 agents already down. 3 down, actually, on the side of the defenders. Phoenix at least gets 1 kill and is able to take Omen out, so Rip is dead. But this is getting a little bit problematic here, because only Raze and Phoenix are still back. And Raze is rotating. They still don't have a lot of information. They just simply don't know where the spike is. They don't know where the rest of the attacking team is. And Team Turkey uses that to push in over on A. They are still in a 4 versus 2 setup. And there's very little to do right now. Actually, at this point, with the spike down, Vitality is trying to move in together with Phoenix. They are going to try and retake the point here, but chances of that happening are pretty slim right now. Very defensive position that is taken by Team Turkey. You can already see it on the minimap. So they planted the spike so that it's visible from A short and A long alike. Everybody else is just like covering the back, making sure that nobody can move in for it. And the French team is just simply going to save their weaponry here. Which makes a whole lot of sense. They still got the Vandals, they still got the armor. They haven't really been damaged here either. So in order to have like a decent echo for the next round, they kind of need this here. Now the good news is, of course, well, let's call it the silver lining, is simply that they lost multiple rounds in a row now. So they will have a decent economy for the next round. With Kinsta and Vitality now able to buy for the rest of the team, that is definitely going to help a little bit. But all things considered, we still have a fantastic opening here for Team Turkey. They were dominant in this tournament just yesterday. Today they continue that streak. And again, I want to highlight that there was a bit of a controversy between the teams, just talking about who would host, and it is hosted by the French team, but the Turkish team is the one that just walks away with that significant lead here. 4-0, looking quite powerful. Jet also, great play that we saw from Mita so far. And again, in the patch, of course, she got quite a bit of love. The smokes in particular are now much longer and upgraded to 7 seconds. Not quite on the level of Brimstone, but still pretty good. There's a nice kill. Kinsta, nicely done. Using his own ult to just move out here and get the kill, but a quick revive as Turco comes in. And that's the beauty of having a Sage, obviously, in your team. It's not only about the heals in the wall, it's also that you can just simply go for the Resurrect here. So highly important. Nice kill by Kinsta again as he takes Meteors down now for the 2nd time. Seems like Meteors has a bit of kryptonite and it's called Kinsta. Also brings us to the last man standing, which is Aura. So he's going to try and see if he can maybe make a bit of a difference. Even a spike plant would be great. Has to also consider if it's maybe just worth saving. Oh, gets the kill! Tries to go for the 2nd. Well played, but of course they know exactly where he is now. And they capitalize on the knowledge and take the round. First round for the Frogs. Put the point onto the scoreboard. Well played by them. Right now we also have 2 ults ready for the attacking side. We got Omen's ult and Cypher's ult both ready here. Yeah, talking about Sage a little bit, since we don't have a Sage player for the French Frogs. So, Sage's wall has been significantly nerfed in the patch as the full game was released. So, the duration has been decreased from 40 seconds down to 30. And the wall itself is also a little bit weaker and still costs 400 credits, which is a lot, obviously. So, Sage herself, ooh, that could be a nice one. Dodging out on the flash, nothing happening over here. When it comes to weaponry, by the way, to give you a bit of an idea, we got the op now on the side of Meters. Is a little bit locked down on C-Long. Omen is trying to move in over here. We got Raze moving straight onto B. But Omen has a bit of a free shot so far, which he obviously doesn't know here. I was going to try and double check that. Yeah, gets the kill. Well done. Rip with the entry frag. Needs to be careful with the trap, but no problem for him so far. Same time now. Reyna trying to go in. They get 1 kill. Can they get a little bit more as they're making their way over onto B? 2 of the defenders are down, puts them into a 5 versus 3 spot. I comes out again for the blinds. Ult from Brimstone. Oh, and Raxus gets wrecked by it. Great Brimstone ult here. Cypher gets annihilated, and that leaves us with Uzi as the last player in this round. He's still trying to use his op to maybe get another kill in, but obviously he is not going to try and aggressively push in here. Just doesn't stand a chance if he really wants to try and do that. Needs to be really careful with this setup
I
here.
know exactly.
A lot of credits now. And has been revealed as well. That's a bit of a problem. That's a huge problem, actually. Needs to reposition immediately. Tries to get the kill. Well done, but they are starting to hunt him down. They know that he has the op, so they want to make sure that they can take that away from him. 4,500 credits on the line. Good hit by Meters initially, but he goes down as Uzi hits the counter shot. 15 hit points left. That's not a whole lot. Cypher moves in. Another kill for Uzi. 3 kills in a row now as he's once again on the move back out. Spike is about to explode. He's still trying, and finally Rip comes in and takes him down. Well done by Omen, but of course it came at a cost. Still well worth it, of course. 4,500. Eco definitely a bit more in trouble now for the French Frogs. A great play from them. And with that, we're now moving immediately in to round number 7. Yeah, you can tell from the arsenal on the side of the French that they don't have a lot of money going for them. We even have a Ghost and a Frenzy in play. A Marshall on top of that. Do a Bucky, actually. So they don't really have a lot. Go for the eco round here. Meters at this point is the one trying to see if he can maybe get a quick op kill in. So far that's not the case. They are starting to push through double doors, which could be a bit of a problem because that's exactly where we have Phoenix waiting. No move made just yet. Omen comes in and gets the kill. Well done. Counter kill though. Omen taken down, so Rip already eliminated, so it's a 4 versus 4 situation. That's actually not too bad, because that gives a little bit of weaponry over to the defender side. So if they can get a few more kills in and steal those weapons away, that would be great for them. Cypher for the attacker side, for Team Turkey, is playing it incredibly slow and is waiting for a rotation. Hopes that he can get a kill here. Yeah, collects, of course, his traps again as he moves out for just a moment. The slow rotation towards A as Team Turkey is trying to put another point onto the board. Ooh, those misses hurt. Uzi comes in and is able to take Aura down. And as I said, now he has a Vandal as well. This is starting to become problematic for Team Turkey. It's a 4 versus 3 situation, and quite a few weapons have now also been taken. And that is really annoying for them now. Turco is trying to slow it down, as everybody on the defender side is moving over from here. Raxus with the ult goes in. 3 versus 4. They still have some better weapons, but again, there's now multiple Vandals in the hands of their opponent. Alright, ult didn't really do too much. One down, double Empress though. They're starting to move away here. We still got Raxus trying to get the kill, but he gets taken down. And this is gonna be potentially a win even. Thrifty, baby! As we have the French Frogs coming through. David P is the one to seal the deal and take them down. What a round by the French Frogs. They had absolutely no right to win this one. Absolutely none. They were in a position where they just didn't have the economy. They had, let's face it, shitty weapons, a Frenzy. We saw, honestly, I mean, we had a Frenzy, a Ghost. We had a Bucky in there. And then they made the plays, they get the counter kills, they take the Vandals away, and they are able to win the round and take everybody down in the process. Nicely done. Of course, there was still a lot of money for Team Turkey, so they have a full buy available to them. But still, this is starting to get a bit more problematic. And also talking about problematic, we actually have a bit of a move through this. Omen teleported over into window. Oh, the wraparound could catch them from behind. Doesn't see them yet. There's the first kill. Well done in the insta-heal. As David P comes in. Oh, and gets murdered. Well played. Kinsta is already rotating over. Yeah, there's a kill. Meters goes down as we have Raze making a couple of plays. We're going to take a closer look at Vitality here as he's trying to reclaim the spot. It's a 2 versus 2 situation now. But there's the revive. Well done. Good job by Sage. Another kill comes in though as Kinsta takes Rip apart. Omen is down. And they know exactly where that spike is. He goes in with the ult. At this point, Phoenix wants the kill and he gets the kill. Takes Sage down, has the information, knows exactly where they are positioned. And there it is. Vitality comes in and drops Raxus for another point on the board for the French team. The French Frogs are leapfrogging to close the gap. 3-2-5 now. Definitely playing this a little bit better. They found their rhythm. Took them a while, but they're there. But obviously, another thing to point out is that we now have a bit of an eco round for Team Turkey. Actually, not quite. I mean, they got enough money here for meters as well, so it's not really as bad as I thought it would be. Apologies. Initially, I expected them to struggle a bit more here, but that's not really the case. So they had to make some compromises with the Spectre and the light armor. But outside of that, they're still absolutely fine. Aura is trying to push in a bit, but they need to be careful. Oh, nice! Great header. Gets a fantastic shot in. But it's a kill on each side. Talking about kills. At this point, Uzi is coming in. Is looking for an opportunity to get that shot connected. Not so much. Around the corner. Misses it! Oh my god, Uzi! He's been absolutely nailing them the entire time. But in this instant, he actually misses the shot. Now he goes up against Omen. He's down to 16 HP. Omen just trying to skirt around the edges. And Rip gets the kill. Well done. Rip needs to be careful though. Cypher with the cage and the kill. Turco and Rip both down. Leaves two men standing for the Turkish team. Especially that little battle over here. Aura gets the kill against David P. Well done by him. And now they can try and go straight up towards A for the plant. The spike down would already help a lot. Bit of an attempt to position the camera within the window. That didn't work out. As we see some Cypher versus Cypher action. Kinsta, one of the few still in play here. Trying to shift through. The blind is in. Nicely placed. And the kill against Raxus. Raxus was able to take one down, but the last man standing takes him apart. Quick shot between the eyes, and that's the defenders with another victory. 4-2-5. It's getting pretty spicy over here. Yeah, we're actually having a very, very close game now, and still some money in the hands of Team Turkey, but definitely not enough for a full buy, so they could go for a few compromises if they really wanted to, but they have to make a decision right now. With two of their players with 3,900, which is just the bare minimum if you want to go for a full buy, but you can't afford any utility, of course. They opt into... they actually go for it. Initially, it seemed like they were shying away from it, but we got a Bulldog in, we got two Sheriffs.
Get out of my way!
Going a bit for a half buy. A little bit of a peek. Uzi takes Aura down. Meters also with a kill. And at this point, Uzi is looking for the next potential kill as Jet is pushing through and he gets it. Locks it in. Nicely done. We still have Rip on the other hand trying to get the kill against Cypher over here and he gets it. Aims straight away into the corner. And gets the quick kill here. This is looking fantastic actually. Oh, but Omen down. That one was important. That was important. Kinsta takes the eye down and gets the kill against Turco. Defenders with a victory. Hot hands maybe not necessarily needed. If he feels he has the money, then hey, by all means. 5-2-5. It's an insane game. Honestly, if you just look how the game shaped up here, initially Team Turkey walked away with it. But after they put the first point onto the board, the French Frogs all of a sudden starting to tie up the series. We have 2 more rounds left in this half. And now everybody with a full buy again. Vandals everywhere. Only 2 Phantoms. Uzi and Mr. Barcode over here. Went both into Phantoms instead. Omen starting to move straight in again. Over here, Uzi with a little bit of information as he was peeking down A long. So he knows where that's happening. Another quick kill attempt. As we have the attackers going in. Also, Omen at this point for the attacking side is trying to push through the smoke, or at least thinking about it. There's 2 still sitting on C, so that's the thing. Reyna versus Reyna, but here comes the kill. Well done. Could be another one over there though, but good shot. Aura takes Uzi down. That was important. 3 versus 3 on the map. A little bit additional information. Oh, ult attempt from Italy gets the kill against Aura. And still is going up against 2 more. There's the eye, gets immediately obliterated. Raxus gets the kill regardless though. And Kinsta goes down to well done. That leaves one last man standing, and that is a Cypher, who decides that he is actually gonna save his money and his equipment here. Yep, picks up the trap as well and just simply rotates away. He's 1 versus 2. He's down to 33 HP. Not really a whole lot that he can do. Doesn't have any control of this either, so that's another problem for him. But, yep, off we go. That's the lead. The lead for the Turkish team again. So they're starting to take the advantage. One more. Another trap. Doesn't have to be taken down or anything. You can just wait over here. Don't want to destroy that. Would give information over to the opponent's team. You don't want them to hunt you down after all. But as you can now see on the map, this is pretty much that. Raxus rushing away. Spike explodes. And that's 6-5. Last round in the half. Coming in right now. Okay, so how much equipment do we have for the 2 teams? We get the operator for Uzi. He gets it again. And on the other hand, still the full bias. With one exception for Team Turkey. Rip only able to afford a light armor. Outside of that, everybody with Vandals again. And the full 50 armor in their hands. Okay, let's see how we're heading into the second half. Is it going to be a tie in this match? Or are we seeing a bigger lead in the opponent? Bit of a swap over here. Quick kill actually. Uzi takes the kill against Turco. Nicely done. They are pushing aggressively out of A at this point. I mean, really aggressively. At this point, David is sitting there. Vitali gets the kill against Aura. So that was already a nice one. Locks this one down for now. And, oh boy, that didn't really start off well for Team Turkey. Now, Omen still has an ult and could use that if he sees an opportunity for it. We also have still Kinsta sitting tight. Doesn't have an ult ready, so nothing happening on his part. But he's the one going up against 2 in just a second. He is careful over here. Oh, yeah, there it is. And a kill against Rip. Let it rip, baby. Has another quick flash as he's trying to get a bit more done. But the spike plant is about to happen as only one last man is standing. Raxus is trying to get the spike in. He's up against 4 now, but it's the last round in the half, so there's nothing to save here. It's actually sliding over to C. It's kind of funny how the French team is trying to hunt him down and they're completely missing him. But there's the kill. Well done. Gets the heal, of course. Now the position is revealed. And he goes straight up for C for the plant. Yeah, one coming out of there. Alright. The Boombot kill. Dies to the Roomba. That's always a bit unfortunate, but it is what it is. And that, ladies and gentlemen, brings us straight into this little setup over here. Alright, there we go. Okay, so French frogs at this point. Now on the attacker side in red. And, well, let's see what they can actually pull off here. Yeah, it's going to be kind of funny to see, because now we have a 6 versus 6, so it is pretty awesome to see that the teams at this point just simply looking at a tie as we have the swap. Now, we have, of course, still that element of Turco on his Sage. That's something that really can make the difference later. It's still amazing to me that the French team just decided to play without a Sage altogether, so that's quite something. Now David P is moving already over as we have the pistol round. Yeah, wall comes in, so that's not going to be a problem. So Kinsta, maybe trying to move through here. There's the smoke of Omen already. There's 2 actually guarding the double doors. And Sage is still sitting in the middle, and they're pushing into the middle. They're actually going for it. The French team with the plant right there. Could come around the corner, and there it is, but it's a little bit too late. Rip takes down 2, Cypher with a double counter kill, another one coming in, and Rip absolutely crushing at this point. They obliterate the French team, and here comes the defuse. We will again see Team Turkey in the lead. The French team has been playing catch-up this entire match thus far. Initially, they fell behind by 4 points, and then they started to slowly but steadily equalize the score. But the situation is still that Team Turkey always pulls ahead just a tiny little bit. Rip himself with 15 kills already. The top scorer, top fragger in the game thus far. Meters also with a pretty decent job here, but here's the weaponry again. Another buy on the side of the French team, so they had enough money to go straight up into at least light armor plus specters, which is what we're seeing now, and it seems like they're going to make the attempt to go straight in for C and B, rotating between the two a little bit. Yeah, Uzi in particular. Just double checking the window over there. C is getting attacked on the other hand. Nobody at C. They should get the information in just a second. Yeah, take the trap down, and now they have to rush over immediately. Line is already in, and they're trying to come from spawn. There's the kill as Rip gets another one. Rip letting it rip here, but a double kill. Mites trying to bring it back, goes in, takes Uzi down. That one was important. 3-3 now on the map. They're all sitting at spawn now with one notable exception. Now, actually, all three of them are currently sitting spawn. That's going to be tricky for them. There's the flash. Coming around the corner. The kill against Aura. Raxus down. Mites, the only one standing over here. And he gets one. He gets two. And then he gets annihilated from behind. Taken apart just a second before. One more kill would have been all that he needs here. But it's 7-7 again. It's going down to the wire at this point. It really does. Economy, of course, the big question right now. We still got some money for the French frogs. There's the Bulldog. Double Bulldog, Spectre in their hands. And yeah, the Turkish team doesn't really have enough here either to go onto a wild buying spree or anything. We don't have an operator or anything like that in play just yet. Omen pushing out a little bit aggressively, or trying to go through the double doors here, but the hot hands of Phoenix slow him down, and they get the kill against Aura. So it's a push, and a very quick one actually, over towards A as they're all rushing onto the spawn. Jet, the only one standing, takes the eye out, gets the kill, also well done. Tries to go for the second, but gets eliminated quite quickly here. Rip in the meantime, rotating around. Again, he got nothing over here. Raxus is down, and that makes Rip the last man standing. Nothing to save, honestly. You just got an Uzi, so you might as well go for it. But going up against 4 with that weaponry, probably not really gonna be too successful of a play by him. I mean, that's the dream scenario right there. Everybody is facing off away from you. But of course, honestly, if he has a Vandal in that situation, it's a slaughter, right? If he has a Vandal there, then it's an absolute nightmare for the defending team. For the attackers team. But, yeah, kind of unlucky. Wrong weapon for that play. Okay, but again, 17 kills still for Rip, so he is looking tight here. Insta is now starting to win. We have ults ready. First of all, Omen, Jet, and also Raze have their ults ready for this. Omen is also sitting at the double doors again, so it could be a play against him. They're already playing around this a little bit. Yep. Meter is sitting right over here. Omen in the meantime. So cover out, trying to get the kill here. So far, not the case. Over in the middle. Could be also another one. This is eliminated already. Okay, ult from Raze comes out too as they're starting to push in. Oh my god! I know exactly. Vitality! What a play by him here. Just jumping around the corner. Rip comes in, gets a kill. Raxus is helping out too. And they're just chasing them down one by one. 2 remaining. Spike is trapped on the side though. Uzi. Can you make the play here? Can you get something in? Uzi versus Raxus in just a second. First of all, we have Rip going down, so that makes it a 2-for-1 situation. Here comes Raxus! And he gets absolutely murdered. Ult didn't really help him here either. 9-7! Yeah, French team ahead. The French team with the lead. Slowly starting to pull ahead in this best of 1. And that puts the pressure on the Team Turkey. Team Turkey under a lot of pressure now, and they don't have enough money. Well, they're still buying. You have a few light armors over here, but there's not a lot of weapons available for them. They're heavily outgunned. The Turkish team is heavily outgunned in this particular round. They got an Ares, but that's about it. And I'm not sure what they can actually pull off here. They're going to try to push towards A. Short is being covered. Not much more than that, though. But aggressive push out by team French Frogs. They know that there's not a lot available for their opponent.
Still in sight.
There's Nolan. David with a kill. Yep. Going for the next blind here and starting to plan pretty aggressively. 2 already down. Trying to go for the next kill here. What about Omen? Can he maybe make the difference? He's going to try and move in, make something happen together with Sage. The last 3 standing. They got at least a kill against Uzi. That one was important, but they need to hurry here a little bit. There's the flash already out. They still got Sage, but the kill! As David comes in again. He's covering short for them now. Still 1 remaining. Window has been taken, but there's 1, there's 2, and that is game. Yes, once again, the round over, and the attackers winning it. 10-7 now. Big lead at this point. David also. Now, full weaponry on both sides, which gives me the operator. So he's gonna be aiming down towards window in the middle. Yeah, taking over on B. We have Cypher holding A pretty much alone for now. Shouldn't really be a problem. I mean, if you're a Cypher player, then one of the cool things about that is that you can hold a spawn pretty easily by yourself. Just simply safeguard it with your traps, with your cages, slow any kind of approach down, and then play around that. Omen gets taken down in the double doors. That one was important. And that actually is also David now starting to push in a bit more aggressively. There's the kill. Raxus takes him apart. Nicely done. Rex with a good play here, trying to hold the spot. Gets the headshot in immediately. Roomba is out. And in comes the counter kill. Vitality takes it. Leaves us with Meters still with the op over here. We only have a last man standing situation. Vitality himself, but he runs straight into Meters. And that's the Turkish team signaling that they are back to business. Okay. Making this one exciting for sure. Land in. And let's go. Yep, 3 are in. Defenders take it. Yep, gets the op here. And here we go. 10-8. 10-8 is in. Pick up the weaponry. Plenty of money for Team France, though. The French Frogs, they have an insane amount of money here. But just look at this half. This half has been really, really solid for for the French Frogs. I mean, out of the last like 10 rounds or so, they won 7, I think. And even more. These guys are looking really solid here. Meters with another kill opportunity. Pushes out the double doors. Tries to get the kill. Moves away quickly and barely is able to survive here. But 1 kill in. So we had that Reyna versus Reyna battle once again. Nice attempt by Meters, but he gets, of course, now heal too. But it was a really nice aggressive play that we saw from him there. Now, let's not forget that the French are pushing aggressively towards A again. Take the traps down. Cypher's already eliminated. As they're pushing in. And in comes, well, the attack through Spawn. Trying to take it. Down. Meters only with Reyna. And that's the attackers with another victory. 11-8. French team. Starting to get a little bit ahead here now. Yeah, solid play by them. I honestly was initially a little bit worried that this would be a total stomp. I mean, a 4-0 in the first few rounds looked like it could be quite decisive, but now we have the exact opposite happening. Once that we switched over to the attacker side, the French team definitely starting to build up some momentum over here. We have Vitality now absolutely crushing it with 20 kills in total at this point. I mean, he is the top fragger in the game now, has taken the title from Omen. Gets a lot of the entry frags here for the team. Not a full buy available for the Turkish team, but they obviously know that the situation is getting a little bit tricky right now. Again, the attack towards A, at least with 2. Omen, on the other hand, he's still holding the double doors here and is going to face off against 2. So be a bit careful with that. Nobody looking at C. Down A long.
Shadows traveling.
And Reyna in the middle of the map, starting to push through. Could have a chance to take Sage down here if they get an opportunity. Everybody seems to be slowly moving towards B now. Falling back from A. No kill thus far in this round. But everybody, with the exception of Cypher, is moving slowly towards B here. A little bit more vision. Has the info right there. Gets the blind in. Has the eye out. They're moving back. In comes the ult. Empress being used. They're pushing through the double doors. They're trying to go for the kills. They push over towards C as we have the defenders rushing to the defense. One down already. Reyna versus Reyna. In comes the ult, the showstopper. Trying to put that to some good use, but there's nobody sitting on C long as they're waiting here. A little bit of a play still, but not enough kill power. Mites and Aura both down. Turco gets the counter kill against Cypher. Has at least that going for him. Quick revive as well as Turco is reviving one. The boom bot is down. Rumor was trying to clean out the trash here, but that's not happening. And in comes Kinstar with a double kill from the window. Well done by him, the Phoenix player, once again with the important frags for the team here. 12-8, and it is match point. The French team doing fantastic now in this second half. And there's not a lot of money available for Team Turkey. To be absolutely honest with you, they really have a super bad situation going for themselves right now. Just look at armor alone. 3 light armors, we got 3 Spectres, a Sheriff only on the side of Rip. They have no ults available either. Big problem for them. Huge problem. And it will be interesting to see how they are planning on making this happen. But well, it all starts off with a kill from Turco, so that's pretty neat. That helps them already quite a lot. Rotation towards A very, very quickly. We still got, then again, location revealed. Okay, as we have that little setup. But also, Aura sitting over on A, still going up against them. They got 2 kills. It's actually kind of impressive, I gotta admit. Every single time that the Turkish team is, I don't know, outgunned, they are just turning the tides of the battle so easily. It's kind of ridiculous at this point.
No more charges left.
I mean, right now we have Cypher trying to sneak over towards the C spawn, as always towards C, in order to get a plant. But they are falling a bit behind here. So only 2 players alive for the French team. The French frogs are sitting there. We still got Phoenix also in. Those kills were important. 2 versus 4. And the plan is happening. Any second right now. He has the time. Definitely does. Super safe play. Oh, Kinstar gets taken out by Aura. And this is going to be a little bit problematic now. They're going to just rush him on... Oh, good kill. Cypher. Oh, baby. That was a good one. Nice entry. But Raxus gets the kill against him. So that's a 12-9 situation. A good start here. Actually, nicely done. I mean, again, they need to close that gap pretty quickly if they really want to force this and to overtime. Then they have a lot of work to do still, but that was definitely a good start. Another point for them. Another 3 rounds to go in order to force overtime here. At this point, the French team, they look like they could be the ones to advance to the semi-final of the tournament. And the defense gets set up again. The attacker side, though, let's take a look over towards them. In particular, Vitality. Great job during the entire game. And they are going to try and make that play for C again. But things will become a bit spicy over here. No ults outside of Cypher. He's the only one that has his ult up. There's not a lot that you can actually do, but again, they had the full buy this time. Defender's still trying to get a few kills in. That Omen battle at double doors just continues. Alright. Get the boom board out. There's the spike planned already. Rip, on the other hand, takes Reyna down. Oh, and there's even more happening. Honestly, it's getting a bit crazy. Once again, the Turkish team here. Rip is still low, 26 HP for him only. 2 versus 2. 2 versus 2. Repositions. Back into that corner. Uh-oh. Insta down, and Uzi gets annihilated by Rip. The orb also stolen away. Another victory for the defenders. The Turkish team. 10-12. Boys, the comeback is coming. I can feel the 6.5 out of 10 right here. Good economy still. Rip the only one. Okay, he gets actually a weapon from his teammates. Don't forget the op that we have for them. Mites holds them currently and is going to try and use it over on A. But it starts to be spicy. can the Turkish team force that overtime? It's getting close. It's getting clutch over here. They're already banging through the door. Trying to see if they can maybe connect the hit here. Maybe a lucky shot. It's also, of course, making a little bit of noise and forcing a reaction. Talking about reactions, we already have the kill of David P as he moves straight into B. Tries to go for the second one. Doesn't quite get that yet. Vitality takes Rip down. There's the ult of Brimstone. So he's going to try and play through this. Raxus with a triple in the meantime. Absolutely beasting it right now for his team, but he got also taken out. Jet is still in play. And last man standing is David P. Guys, the Turkish team is making it happen. I mean, seriously. Sneak over on the left. Unbeknownst to him. Does he get the kill? And oh, the ult comes out. Mites gets another one. 12-11. Oh, clutch, baby. It's really getting there. Wow. We could end up in overtime. 2 ults are in. Phoenix has his. Could go for the entry frag if he gets this in. And also with Cypher a little bit more information. But we have also the Empress available. So the ult for Raxus. What are the attackers going to do though? Which position are they going to move into this time? Spike has already been dropped. They're still trying to poke a little bit. Talking about poking. Over here, Meters. Trying to see if he can maybe get a kill on short. A bit of a sniper battle that we have. Gets 2 hits in, but then Meters just decides, alright, fuck it, I'm out. That was a little bit too much. So he repositions quickly just as the reload comes in. They're still poking though. Still poking their heads out, seeing what they can do here. Incinerary was already placed as the entire attacking side rotates slowly over. And move in with Kinsta. Kinsta goes for the ult. Moves straight through. Wants to go into C at this point. A little bit more information. Yeah, and he goes for the kill, but he doesn't get it. But good damage against Omen, and David P follows it up with a kill. Kills are already happening, and talking about kills, right here, Raxus with another one. He takes 2, he takes 3, and he wants to go for another one. He wants to finish it off. Only 2 standing on the other side. Comes in, Raxus takes David P down. That leaves Phoenix, who rushed towards A in an attempt to plant the spike down. But oh boy, this might very well be an overtime play that we're seeing between the teams. What a comeback, seriously. Team Turkey, what a comeback as they are coming in. Kinsta nearly makes it happen. He takes 2 down, but then Raxus with a 4th kill in this round is able to secure them the overtime. Incredible play by him, the Reyna player for Team Turkey. Absolute beastnit at this point. Full on monster style. Nicely done. Well, that's now 4 rounds in a row that were lost to the French team. Who's gonna win this? Who's gonna move on to the semifinal? Who will it be? Full reset, obviously, as we're heading into overtime. You lose all your equipment, you lose all your utility, and every single player gets 5,000 credits that he can spend however he pleases. And we have also for all of them 3 points towards the ult. So definitely possible if you control the spawn locations of the ultimate orbs a little bit, if you get a few kills in to get an ult in this particular round. But 5,000 credits each, and we have a full reset. And in terms of weaponry, that also gives us a single operator. Metis actually has it. Is looking towards C. Nobody there though. Everybody is focusing onto short at this point. Only defender is Cypher. But we already have 1 rotating over. Still a bit amazing, by the way, to me. Just noting that we don't have a breach here. But now we have the attack over on A. Looking out a little bit. Need to be careful at the window. Alright, getting a bit of a look. Traps are already down. 1. There's the blind. Takes the blind down, but Raxus with the kill. And looking for a little bit more. He tries for another and gets it. Gets 1 additional kill in. Nicely done. And that's 2 more players standing for the French team. Team Turkey, ladies and gentlemen. They are about to make it happen. 5 versus 2 situation now. Team Turkey in an absolute fantastic setup and comeback. They are able to pick point after point in this game. Initially, they were in the lead. Then they lost it. And now they're just bringing it back here. 12-12. It's the final round in this best of 25. We have Cypher moving over to B. They are slow. They're trying to plant here. But can they make it work? At this point, still a little bit of a peek. Sees one. Phoenix is there. Gets one kill. Can he get more, though? Can he get another one? Trying to heal himself, gets the flash out. He's heavily banged at the wall. But of course, Cypher is already on C. There's the kill against Kinsta. Turko gets it. 4 versus 1. Cypher, on the other hand, is already over on C. He needs to plan. He has another 10 seconds. Nobody's actually sitting there. And just in the last few seconds of this, he gets the plant in. And now, of course, everybody has to rush over. Everybody on the side of Team Turkey already underway. They need to try and make their play. They're coming over through the spawn, all of them, lining up here. And they take him down. And that needs to be game. They move in. Team Turkey, their comeback, ladies and gentlemen. They make it happen. They take this map and move on to the semi-final of the clutch battles powered by Lair.gg. Well played.